up, guys? We're back. It's now time for our final best of 5 here at TvT.
That's right. It's going to be Sorry from SK Telecom T1 going up against TaeJa, of course, from Team Liquid. You know, TaeJa is someone who has been really quite fantastic at TvT in the past. And
I'm glad we have him back here in Korea.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I would say like 95% of you watching are assuming that TaeJa is going to win this, and it will be very one-sided. However, I think it's fair to say this should be a much closer match.
Yeah, like TaeJa really does excel at the weekend tournaments. You know, he's won more than everyone in the world at those.
He's got the stamina.
So
He's got the stamina to go for you know, one of these marathon events where you're playing.
He's very well-rounded. He's very
Sure.
good at all the matchups. Like, he's a very strong player. He's definitely a top-end player. But in GSL Code S and even Code A here, it's a different beast. It's a bit harder. It's a bit more preparation.
Prep time, studying one opponent specifically.
Yeah. And
this opponent, Sorry, is somebody who is on a team that definitely lends itself to the best preparation in StarCraft II.
Yeah, SK holds the most titles. They like SK has basically the record and everything. So that's a tough one. They have innovation on the team. I mean, this guy has some good TvT practice partners. So I still favor TaeJa here. I do favor TaeJa to take this.
And there's a chance it would be one-sided, but I'm just saying do not count Sorry
No,
out.
absolutely. There is a chance that Sorry just surprises us and kills. Like, he is a good player. We've seen him occasionally, but, you know, obviously not as much as TaeJa. So
Here is one of the most prominent names in StarCraft II. I mean, he is so good. I mean, some of these events he just looks invincible. He had a good showing in GSL Code S. Obviously not the showing he would have wanted to have, as everybody is hungry to win a Code S. We see him speaking to himself now in his booth, getting himself into the zone. There's been a lot of time to prepare for this best of 5. And if you lose here, well, that's a long hiatus, my friend.
Certainly. You know, TaeJa does travel quite often around the world to the various tournaments, so I'm sure he'll continue that. But obviously, Code S is where you want to be. That's where you want to prove yourself. And this guy right here has a lot to prove. Sorry really hasn't done anything yet, so this guy, who knows? Maybe this is his breakout season. Maybe he crushes TaeJa here and we're like, what the hell? And then gets to round of 8 or something. It can happen.
Our map lineup is Merry-Go-Round, Deadwing, Overgrowth, Expedition Lost, and Bonnie Research Station.
All right. You know, I haven't seen too many TvTs on the new map set, so I don't really have a lot of opinions about that. I do want to say it's great to see Catalina gone. I feel like that map added a lot of randomness to TvTs because just so much area to drop. We just had so many aggressive gas builds on that map. I really didn't care for it. So, again, I am favoring TaeJa a bit here. I think, you know, this is a guy that literally isn't affected by the pressure as far as we can tell. Whereas Sorry should be a little bit nervous.
I think he can just shut off that part of his brain very easily. So, yeah, you know, Sorry certainly has the tools necessary to have the best preparation ever. I think it will come down to nerves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a kid like Life, goes into GSL Code S, clearly confident, clearly is not intimidated by the setting, by the prestige of the tournament. Maybe Sorry is one of those players. We'll probably be able to tell very quickly in game number 1 where he's at, how he will play.
If he crumbles game 1,
probably going to be a 3-0.
No way he'll win this. But,
and our game is now loaded up at TvT here with TaeJa versus Sorry. In the bottom center,
Liquid TaeJa.
In the upper right, in the blue, he is
SK Telecom T1 Sorry.
I really liked what you said, how we should be able to tell very quickly in game number 1 if Sorry has any chance here. It's very true.
Ask any pro gamer how different it felt, whether it was nerve-wracking or just pure weirdness from grinding in your house or in your pro gaming house, whatever the setting, foreign or non, Korean or non-Korean, I should say. When you get into that soundproof booth, when you are all of a sudden having more eyeballs on you at once than ever in your whole life. And it's no longer a ladder rank, guys. It's no longer, if I can just, get my win rate up to, let's say 65% or something, I can, move up the ladder at a good rate and get that rank I wanted. It actually comes down to this one sparring match. How do you play? And it's very uncomfortable. I mean, even dating back when we were playing at the competitive level, Artosis, I mean, you got to agree. And we started actually at a pretty young age. It was weird, man. Even on what was a much smaller setting, going to a live LAN.
Yeah, and
it feels so uncomfortable. You don't not in the same chair. I know it sounds.
And it means
weird.
A lot that you say this, and it is very true. Because, like, for instance, you and I go in front of as big of audiences as you can imagine, and feel literally nothing. But like playing in front of any amount. Like when I was in the GSL booth in Season 1, I tell you, it's a completely different world. Like your skills are on stage and you're nervous and you've tried so hard and practiced so hard, and you're putting yourself on the line by competing, and it's definitely something that can get the better of you until you really master that. And TaeJa, I mean, who's mastered it more than TaeJa?
I don't think anybody's come close to what TaeJa's done. Yeah, I mean, even weird things that I think a lot of people don't think about, like the uncomfortable feeling with the fact that there's a camera pointed at you the entire time you're playing. These are things that can actually distract a player to the point where, I mean, the game is a complete disaster. So, let's see how Sari does here.
I think it's kind of cool to point out that Sari did open up with the Reaper, and sometimes an opening like a Reaper opening can tell you a little bit. In TvT it's a little bit different than some of the other matchups, but like a Reaper is generally used to scout. A lot of times a player will go Reaper when they feel confident or comfortable against their opponent, because it's a scouting tool to try to figure out if anything wonky is happening so that they can react to win the game, rather than cut the Reaper for something like a sharp attack against someone that they think might be slightly better than them or something like that. So I don't want to read too much into it, but that could be something pointing towards Sari feeling confident in this match.
We're going to have a Banshee opening here, and I think we should just watch the Banshee, because that is going to be the unit where we're going to see how, as far as control go, how the nerves are here for Sari. This is, I mean, nice, actually. He saw the CC. I didn't think he was going to get up there.
Yeah, a small mistake in letting that shot go off, but that was a lot of information. That was very important to see the CC right now. So,
well, yeah, let's go ahead and see how the control here is with this Banshee. And, you really cannot afford to screw up when you have that Banshee.
Yeah.
You have to do damage, and you have to keep the Banshee alive. And, I mean, let's see. I think in StarCraft 1, the unit to watch for was the Raver. The guy just couldn't control a shuttle and a Raver early on. It's like, okay, he's not. Yeah, he's not comfortable right now.
I think every race has a few units here and there where you got to look at exactly how crisp they are with the unit, and it kind of tells you a lot about the player himself. Well, the Banshee is on the way here. Cloak is going to be finished pretty soon.
It's also important to note that TaeJa does not have a lot of info on this guy.
Yeah, there's definitely...
There's just not... I mean, there's plenty of data here about
there's infinity TaeJa games you can watch, seriously.
You could have been watching nonstop TaeJa games, just not sleeping up until this moment.
Yeah,
He's played so many.
Sigmund Freud was good at StarCraft. He could basically tell you everything about TaeJa via the amount of games there are.
Okay, here comes that Banshee now. 6 kills, go up to 7, and now 8.
Ooh, this is a pretty big drop-off, man. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he's getting ready.
He's basically figured this out, but this might be too much. Oh, man, that is a lot of units out there. He's got to take out these Marines so the Banshee can kill everything else, but that's too slow, man. These Hellions are going to get so many kills off. But at the moment, TaeJa is losing countless SCVs.
13 kills so far. No scan yet. I believe we have a scan back in the main there.
Well, this is really favored for Sari as far as the kills go. Wow. Well done for him. Huh. Okay. So, at the end of it, though, we do have a very similar SCV count, and TaeJa does already have his natural command center up, so he's going to be able to refill those SCVs a bit quicker. He'll take the lead there as far as economy goes.
15 energy here. Oh, this Banshee needs to be moved.
Yeah, that was really sloppy right there.
Oh my God!
I won't let that be the judge of this. I think he dealt with the harassment, which was very scary. That many Marines. It was 6 Marines, a medevac, and 4 Hellions in his base against only Marines and 1 Banshee. So I think he dealt with that pretty well and still got a good amount of Banshee kills with the first Banshee. Second Banshee was bad, yeah, but I mean, so far Sari's playing quite well. Can't complain too much about it, you know.
No, I mean, it's looking like a solid game, though. Although I would say all those kills were also TaeJa's fault. There was just nothing back there. That was not immaculate Banshee control either.
No,
when that got into the main,
yeah, he was focusing.
He's
a lot
not in bad
more
shape,
on
though,
the drop
which is what's more important.
Yeah, it's definitely, this game absolutely could go either way at this point.
Stim, by the way, in +1, or started up for both of these guys. You can see he was coming in here to try to poke the Raven, but I mean, Sari just simply pushed out the Ravens.
Yeah, the one thing that is actually really nice for Sari here is that his production facilities are up a little bit quicker, and his stim is actually finishing just slightly before. So not as if it's likely that that'll come into play, but basically TaeJa is going to have no way to do an attack that's going to really do anything against Sari early on in this game. So TaeJa right now adding quite a few racks.
Yeah, just scanning here from Sari. Get a read on what exactly is going on. He's going to have a very good idea of seeing the 2 reactors and the 2 Raxes. I do like that 1 Marine position, not the one we have here, but just south of this. It looks like he's actually going to get spotted.
Yeah, I like that as well. It's actually
these little games going on all over the map as they're
really
trying
cool.
to, you know, stamp out any just small bits of intel that the other side could gather before things really pick up here. Good placement there on the Widow Mine as well.
Yeah, Sari's entire placements in this game so far are really, really nice. I like them a lot.
Push coming out here first from Sari, but TaeJa is a second behind. Note the Widow Mine, though. TaeJa may be in a big hurry to try to get out. I'm sorry, TaeJa did not push. It looked like it was on the mini-map. So Sari is going to be the first one with map control here by a good amount. It's going to be 2 base versus 2 base with roughly the same unit comp.
Yeah, it's quite close, and they're both going to have +1. They both have stim. Looks like combat shields will be a little bit quicker for Sari as well.
It's tempting for TaeJa in his position to come out here with his tanks and siege on the low ground. But, of course, with medevacs, then Sari just picks up and goes into the main. So that's why having these little units all over the map to spot is just too important.
Sari does have, like, just a tiny advantage in this game. Like a few more SCVs, a few more units. His medevacs were a little bit quicker, and thus will have a little bit more energy. But these things are all very small. It's really going to come down to who plays better from here. So for Sari to get himself into this position already, I'm pretty impressed because TaeJa's a guy that like just about lives in the booth on TV. You know, so Sari has kept up with him the whole way.
You never want to count out these guys on Kespa teams, man. You'll get a kid coming
Especially
out of nowhere
like
and
SK.
just where'd that Widow Mine go, by the way? Is that okay? There it is.
Widow Man.
Widow Man. We might have to call him Widow Man after this. That's a nice connection there. And he's not stemmed or sieged. Sorry, can't call anything in this game. A scan here, a siege, and again he's not sieged up as quickly. It's going to be 3 tank volleys ahead.
All right, he's going to actually throw down one of these auto turrets as well. A couple of them very well done, and
I think he just won.
Sari just punches through.
More like not sorry.
Please and thank you, more like.
That's in range. You can't lose this many tanks.
Yeah, this is pretty crushing. Sari going to be able to take this first game, no doubt. TaeJa trying to pull something off here, but that's
Sorry,
it.
more well like Care Bears question mark?
Huh?
Never mind. Never mind. Sorry. See himself giving himself a nod there. It's going as planned. Even against a player like TaeJa.
I like his idea, actually, more I think about it. Because think about it this way. Your idea is Sari and you're playing on the ladder.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when they GG, you GG. Sorry,
GG. Yeah, I like that.
It's pretty good.
Good point there.
It's coach in there, giving a little pep talk.
Yeah, probably reiterating something along the lines of, like, look, it went just as you practice, see it, you're just as good as him.
Yeah, I think you're actually...
You know, don't get too excited, just...
Do you read lips?
I do, yeah.
I think it's exactly what he said.
I read lips in foreign languages.
It's really good.
Thank you. That's actually how I got hired here.
Translator.
Like, do you know anything about StarCraft? I'm like, no, but I can learn. But I can read lips in other languages. They're like, my God, you sure know how to do a job interview. And
in fact, TaeJa is just reading the Korean commentator lips. That's how he says all his stuff.
I actually cast this facing away. Yeah, I'm facing away. I have the vision of a hawk. They're all the way on the other side of the studio.
All right, TaeJa has
when I'm not doing that, I'm reading the newspaper of the camera guy when he's not operating the crane. I mean, just across the whole place. I have all the skills except for the StarCraft knowledge. Is what it is.
Well, the StarCraft knowledge is a lot harder anyways.
Yeah, it's
and
much,
all those
much
stupid
harder.
things you can do.
We're going to go to Deadwing now.
All right,
let's see how this
nice
game goes.
Big map.
Now, a lot of that game back there did come down to that one engagement. If you get the tank sieged up there, get 3 volleys off, and your opponent's late in the siege mode, you are going to win.
TaeJa seemed a bit off. I didn't expect the game to end like that quickly.
No,
their unit counts were very similar there.
TvTs we've been casting have been ending a lot like that, though.
Yeah.
2-base versus 2-base is actually much more volatile than it was even when the game first came out.
You're out of position for a second.
Yeah, you're just dead. Well, I think the medevac is really the centerpiece of TvT. You know, the fact that you can get a medevac, but if you go Banshee, that can do a lot of damage if you're not ready. But if you get to that phase and your opponent isn't equipped, whether it's with units or with micro itself, you're in a lot of trouble. Anyways, in the upper right, in the red.
Liquid TaeJa.
It made me think, if you're not equipped with micro itself, I would like imagine a holster with a mouse in it.
In the bottom right, in the blue, playing Great so far.
SK Telecom T1 sorry.
He's a stone cold killer.
Yeah, man. That was,
look at that face.
There was like no life in his eyes when he was playing, man.
I was like almost angry. He's
That
like,
looked like he had been possessed by a warlock or something when he was playing.
God. Sometimes people have
His
funny
eyes
looks on their
just
face.
glazed over, man. Yeah.
Totally.
I want to see what he looks like in the next shot.
I'm calling it, man. Royal Rotor right here.
Yeah.
With a look like that on his face while he plays, this kid cares about nothing in the world but winning at StarCraft.
Yeah.
This guy wants TaeJa to go to Code S. Sorry, buddy. Sorry is going to win this whole thing.
He looks really good, especially after the way that game went down. That was not like it was a long game, or TaeJa did a risky build, and Sorry saw it and stopped it. That was straight up solid TvT. Sorry, one step ahead the whole way.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's just chill. See what these guys want to go for. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's
you did it. You nailed it.
Yeah, I know. Good
job.
Really excited about Legacy of the Void beta, man.
Yeah, me too. If you guys are joining us, welcome to our, this is the GSL Code S Special Edition, the viewers who have not received the Legacy of the Void beta.
Yeah.
For our untouchables.
Yeah, sorry, you guys.
In the StarCraft scene. You guys were the ones who are not connected here.
You guys are the real heroes.
You guys are the ones that will have to wait back of the line. Yeah. But it's coming, don't worry.
Oh, yes. One day you'll get the beta.
One day you will get the beta.
When it opens. Stop refreshing your email. You're not getting it. The next wave, I'm sure, is not for like a week. So,
yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure it sucks to not get a beta.
We would know what that's like.
No, it's actually really funny. Even before, I was on like the list to get betas. The Warcraft 3 beta, I just happened to get 2 keys within like 2 days of it coming out.
Really?
I was just like, I don't know. I guess I just am lucky.
So funny.
I was on no list back then. It's like, here, you have a key.
God, remember Warcraft 3 right when it came out in game, and I think it was the shaman was too strong, those little shamans for Orc. There was this build going on.
I don't remember that specifically.
Oh, there was this crate. They had to nerf it like hard.
I tried it, and just StarCraft was so much better. It was like...
Yeah, I preferred Brood War. I really gave Warcraft 3 a shot, and it's actually a great game, but it just...
Yeah, it was...
I think it was like I played so much Brood War.
If StarCraft never existed, I would have played it a lot and really enjoyed it.
It's hard to go back when we've already tasted...
The sweet, sweet nectar
the sweet nectar
the greatest game.
Of brood juice.
God. Oh.
Well, we have...
Once you go star, you don't go back.
Yeah, man. We have Helene coming up here. Sorry, pulls away in time.
You know that song? Like, sorry, sorry, sorry. You know that one?
Actually, I don't think I do.
It's like, it's a K-pop song. The one that says sorry like
I feel
5
like
times in a row.
I feel like if right now you and I are both kidnapped and they had like a gun to my head and they're like, Artosis, say the song, and Taesus has to guess it, I would have been killed. Like,
for sure.
if we ever got in that unfortunate situation.
Yeah, you're right about that. Sorry,
Occasionally I have these dark thoughts where I'm like, what if, like, you got kidnapped and it came down to one moment where they're like, all right, what's the capital of Chile? And I'm like, oh. And I just die right there. I'm like, I should have known my geography.
Let's hope that you get kidnapped, okay? Because I will save you every time.
Will you?
Yeah.
That's
Santiago, right?
I don't know. That's why I picked that one.
I believe so. If I recall correctly. You used to have a lot of Chilean friends in StarCraft 1.
I did. We have Cloak finishing just in time here. TaeJa with a pretty commanding lead here.
Yeah, so far his Banshee's doing a good job. We'll see what Saris can do, because they did do the same build, so.
Well, I don't know if Sari took this the right way.
Yeah.
He's actually gotten...
Well, he didn't go straight up. He kind of went to the left.
Yeah, he got zoned in here. Well, you got to have the Marines there to defend.
Yeah. Confucius says, without any Marines, it comes no defense.
Yeah. And Gandhi says, don't forget Stem. Oh! TaeJa lost the Banshee.
Only stim when you must, Tasteless.
Wait, why did he not... Did he?
It was cloaked.
Oh, right. Well, he's lost the Banshee. TaeJa's lost the first Banshee. And this is really bad.
Yeah,
This is really sad.
Definitely.
TaeJa off to not a great start. He did get some SCV kills.
Yeah, I guess he did like he killed extra Marines or something, but he's a couple SCVs down. Still, I mean, I don't want to call this one way or the other quite yet. We do have Stim started here for Sari, getting those Raxes up. Sari's looking very good, though, I have to say. I'm very impressed with this kid.
Yeah, he does look very good. We're going to go into that two-base phase of the game here, and they might be staying on two-base for a little while. I think TvT has evolved into this matchup that is very volatile. Two-base has never slowed down from that. We did have a lot of people trying for three bases, early Heart of the Swarm, late Wings of Liberty. But, I mean, people are just too good with medevac drops. And really, if you get a stim in a good position, even if it's just around a barracks at such an angle that the other Marines can't come in there without it being concave versus convex situation, that's, you know.
Yeah. That's a good point. I would say that the one map that kind of gives us these interesting higher econ games is oftentimes Deadwing. I don't know if this game is going to get there. I think you're kind of right that Sari is definitely playing on a two-base mentality here.
Sure.
But sometimes on Deadwing, because of the way that it's shaped and the high grounds, you can get a very good defensive position. And, you know, it's like this map literally in PvP, if you don't kill each other in the first few minutes, it becomes Tempest versus Tempest. Like, that's how that's how much this terrain matters in that regard. But with Siege Tanks here, that third base can be a little bit difficult to take. So we'll see. But, I mean, TaeJa started a third command. That doesn't mean he's going to take his third quickly, though. That's for sure.
No, he could just sit back and power up.
Yeah, I think that has to be what he does, because Sari is really dedicated to two-basing right now. He's getting a lot more units than his opponent at the moment.
Banshee now flying back out. TaeJa relying heavily on Banshee harass here to just keep Sari pinned in his base. And so far it's working just fine. And it looks like TaeJa will actually, well, we don't know for sure, but he has the option of expanding here pretty quickly. We'll see, though, if he's going to be in position here, because Sari is moving out, and it looks like that did go undetected. But maybe I spoke too soon. I think we're about to see these two flying units merge. Oh my God.
Oh.
That's a tough one to say if he actually saw that blip.
Well, I think he sees it now.
Oh, yeah, he sees it now for sure.
And
I'll drop on all three on all three platforms. I don't actually care.
TaeJa's actually like drawing these away, which is buying him a lot of time, which is good.
But look at that.
Because he's got to get some more
I guess that just fits there, and you
up.
can't kill it. Now we learned that. Okay. Don't get a lot of games with the cast. We get to see that exact moment there, but
yeah, looks like TaeJa's seen it before.
apparently, yeah.
And so TaeJa continuing to try to get something
done. Might be overextending here. The Marines are coming down, and he does not pull out in time. That's one Banshee down, a weaker pin there.
Well, right now, looks like TaeJa just getting these extra racks is up, having that +1 finish up with Stim as well. I guess a slight army lead right now for Sari. Pretty similar on the economies, but 3 mules at a time for TaeJa, so that's going to be pretty good. Just now, Sari starting that 3rd command. Ooh, that was a good hit.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, Sari's going to push out. Let's see how similar this game is to the... Oh, 7 HP. Let's see how similar this game is to the last 2 base versus 2 base situation. Actually, I could say early 3 base versus 3 base here, but could end up similar to game number 1 here. Sari definitely going to have position here. This is not that easy for TaeJa to defend from because it is 2 different angles, a high ground and a low ground. Tanks not siege, tanks not siege!
Oh, tries to get him. TaeJa a little bit too quick there. Looks like he will be able to hold on right now.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
That is a pretty big deal, and both of them go down. Splash actually hits a lot, too.
Siege
very well done.
On low ground. Not sure the angle he wants to take here. A scan there, bruising the tank. I think he's going to have to back off. Either that or pick up and just drop in the main here.
Ooh, something like that could
I
be
think
dangerous.
That would actually be sick, yeah.
Whoever unloads first gets a big advantage with that, so... I don't know if he'll try it. We'll see. With the sensor tower, I think it's pretty tough to do quick
well, I think
enough.
there's a little bit too much risk involved here. I'm surprised, actually, that TaeJa was running in here for that.
Yeah.
That was never going to work, but another scan here. The problem, though, is, the sensor tower makes it much more difficult. He could try picking up and dropping the second, but I think the efficacy of that is going to be much lower.
Yeah, I think it... Well, he loads up.
Right, he's like, okay, you spotted me.
Hit him, though.
Here's where I have to pretend I'm going to drop you, or maybe do a double fakie and just drop you anyways.
Yeah. Even a triple fakie.
Yeah.
Trying to fly around.
We're learning all the different ranges of Marines here. Does he have anything?
Well, I don't think he wants to fly into that. Oh, God.
Yeah,
that would not have been advisable. Hey, actually gets a medevac off that. 2 medevacs off that.
He could see jump and get that sensor tower.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know if he wants to.
Look at this. He's actually getting the better end of these engagements. Nice little flank coming up, actually.
He might have actually shaved off a good enough amount of Marines. Okay, you know what? This position's fine.
It certainly is.
That's actually completely fine.
And he picked off 3 medevacs during all that, so that was quite nice as well. TaeJa's macro really starting to hit its stride, though. His Marine count's starting to go up pretty heavily.
Okay, 2 tanks versus 2 tanks. I believe they're just out of range of each other, which means this base is not mineable. So, yeah, TaeJa hitting his stride, but he's the one in the deficit. Is he going to pick this up with some sickery? Yes, he is.
Tom Sickery.
Some Tom Sickery, my friend.
Oh, and this is a nice move from TaeJa. Stimming up here. Siege Tank's out of position there, and does take a pretty big victory with that battle. Now TaeJa definitely has a nice supply lead here.
The question is, does Sari want to give up? Well, I guess he doesn't have the momentum, but does he want to? Okay, no, he's going to keep trying.
Yeah, he keeps taking this initiative.
This should be a base trade.
Trying to abuse this position. Well, I mean, the 3rd base is Sari 100% gone.
Well, this game's over now.
Yeah, TaeJa's got it. Well done there by TaeJa.
Yeah, this push is going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, I would say
TvT,
he's just going to deal too much damage.
It's crazy how volatile it is, man.
It swings pretty quickly. TaeJa played a much better game this time. Sari had some very good moves, and in fact, you know, I guess he'll hold on right here, and he is dropping the main base, so we shouldn't call it 100% over. But
yeah,
TaeJa
I thought he was
really
right in there.
I mean, I think it is 100% over, but
well, that many medevacs, and you still have Marines and the siege tank in a good spot.
TaeJa actually just lost a ton of SCVs.
Oh my God!
Actually,
no. Yeah, actually, wow. Okay.
And to be honest, 2-2 is almost done here for Sari. He might actually...
Well, the SCV count even up now.
Yeah. Okay, that was a little bit...
That was a drop where he wanted TaeJa to chase him. He was like, chase me, TaeJa. And he was like, no. GG.
He was like, draw me, No, not that either.
Follow my dropship.
All right, so 1-1. TaeJa fighting back well there. Well done by TaeJa.
Well, TaeJa is back in this, as you said, 1-1. How is Sari going to play? I think he was just a little bit too aggressive, overextended a little bit too many times. But I don't have any major critique of how Sorry approached that game. He still looked very solid.
Yes, he looked very good that game. There were times where he was getting himself into kind of a sticky spot, and then still he made something out of it. So, and I mean, his macros per down point, everything about his play is really good. I like it. I like him. I'm actually very quickly taking a shine to this Terran. And I don't mean a Samsung shine.
Well, this is going to bring us to game number 3 then.
That's right. No 3-0s today for us.
The way it should be.
Trying to get the marine blood off of his glasses after that last game. Oh my god, that's Gumiho's towel!
No, Gumiho!
Must have beaten him in an online cup before he came here
must
today.
have unlocked the towel.
Printed out the towel to bring in. Gumiho sent me the towel file. Gumiho's like, no! There's only one!
All right, the map will be Overgrowth. I think this is going to be a great map for these two guys to play on. Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally. Hell yeah, more like Hellion, yeah.
Overgrowth it is. We have our players joining up just now. Sorry, player, very fresh, very new. We're going to see if he has a Stone Cold Killer face in the game after we do the intro. Let's watch for that for sure.
He does. Look, he's already in the mode.
He's already in the mode, man. He's already like, I cannot feel. Like,
God, I almost, it's
no
actually
love,
crazy.
only death. Game number 3 on Overgrowth has loaded up here on day 1 of the GSL Code A. In the bottom left in the red, he is
Liquid TaeJa.
All right, now, for Sari's face, I want you to think of, like, Minority Report when they slip into the bath water or whatever and, like, turn on.
in the upper right in the blue. He is
SK Telecom T1 sorry.
But angrier than them.
Okay, right.
Watch. Ready, watch.
Here it comes. Here it comes. No, not as killer looking like as the last. Last time, it's like he actually had no soul in his.
Yeah. He was definitely a robot last time.
Yeah, there was definitely a warlock controlling his brain.
It's like Innovation 2.0.
Yeah. Gas first here for Sari.
At this point, Innovation's lack of emotion is emotion. It's like we've all. It isn't that Innovation the robot has learned to love. It's that we've learned to love Innovation the robot. Whereas Sari, I'm like, I don't know if anyone
Innovation
can ever love you,
Innovation
Sari.
is from Terminator 2. Like this is what this is.
Sorry, he's just like one of the droids on the outskirts. He's like actually the droid things that fight the Jedis in the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you're a very formidable droid, actually.
I mean, damn, good programming, you know.
I'm like, oh, wow, I would totally order an army
We'd
of you.
pay top buck for you.
I'm like, I am so sad I already wasted all my money on the tasteless clones.
The tasteless clones are sick. What are you talking about?
Man, they literally are sick, man, always blowing their noses and stuff.
You wait when Legacy of the
robots.
Void comes out, man. That's when Tasteless comes. You hear cracks. You're like, what is that? Pop, pop, pop. It's Tasteless coming down the ladder, cracking nerd necks.
Is that what it is?
It is, yeah.
I think it's Tasteless exploding because cyclones are killing him out of his range. He like chases them and they run away.
I might just be playing
shoot.
Terran from here on out, by the way, in Legacy of the Void.
You may as well. Just make a new Tasteless build.
Yeah. It's actually going to be basically the same one we had in Wings of Liberty. I'll just have Cyclones in there instead of...
yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to fight against Thor, Cyclone.
Yeah. Get ready, it's coming, my friend.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Okay, so the Reaper's coming out.
Yeah, nice quick command center here for TaeJa. Quite a quick factory for... Wait, did that just say... I think we have these... do we have these colors reversed? I could have sworn I just saw it say TaeJa over the blue player.
No, the colors are fine.
TaeJa is blue. They have messed this up, I think.
Wait, no, hold on, wait, this is like...
Wait. Yeah, see, TaeJa is blue. TaeJa is blue.
TaeJa
You see the name? Say the name?
Yeah,
Sorry, it's red.
Yeah.
Okay. For our PD
Okay, we got to
switch that. That is super important.
That is super actually hard to tell, by the way. You just see that oh man. Okay.
Okay, so TaeJa is blue, guys.
TaeJa's blue.
And TaeJa has chosen the tech-based opening, which I actually quite like against what he's going up against, a Reaper Expand.
I wonder if the Korean commentators notice that as fast as us. That was the real test there. That's for JYP. See if he gets it.
Well, now he's fired.
Now he's fired. He dropped the ball.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try to get those colors changed for you guys as soon as possible.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So, anyways, the quick Banshee and all that. We'll see how much damage he can get done against this quick command center. Okay, that's a very good scout there by Sorry.
And he basically gets to see everything in here.
Yeah, and bruises a bunch of SCVs.
And that Reaper's death was not in vain.
Oh, there we go.
We got
it's all fixed.
Okay. Banshee's being cranked out right now. Cloak is on the way here.
I bet you the Korean commentators still don't know.
I bet you didn't notice, man. So, TaeJa is going to have the option to push out here and be a little bit aggressive, but there's a pretty good build set up here for Sorry to defend this. You can see he's already about to have the Viking pop out. I would assume he has a scan banked here, and maybe he even doesn't have a scan without the turrets in place.
I think not. Yeah, his turrets are with good time here.
Yeah.
So these turrets are going to get in like just before the Banshee gets here. That's a very, very close close call.
Taking some
damage
damage
really
there.
well. But yeah, so far so good for Sorry. Normally I do like the tech build because a lot of times we see it do damage, but the timing of these turrets was good. That Reaper Scout really ended up helping Sorry out quite a bit.
Now we have the Raven coming out here. This game's going to balance out pretty nicely. Oh, don't lose that.
Wow,
Nicely
first Banshee
done.
with 0 kills? What?
Yeah, talk about losing money. That was Cloak and obviously the Banshee itself.
Yeah.
And I mean, how often, guys, think about it, how often do you see a Banshee just not get a few kills in a TvT? That almost never happens.
Seriously.
Even like 2 Marines or something at least die, but that was like
Sorry has
zero, zilch, nothing.
He has a huge advantage now, Tasteless.
Yeah, that is incredible.
TaeJa's making 2 commands to try to catch up.
But
he needs to do more than that. That's not enough. Like just making 2 commands because Sorry's going to have complete map control. He's always going to have a bigger army.
This is so bad.
How many kills did he get with that? 0 again?
He got 1.
He got 1?
And bruised 1 SCV.
He's killed 1 unit so far?
Yep.
The Reaper almost did as much damage. Look at this. He had to kill his own add-on? Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
TaeJa is going to be Don Juan Pon Salt here.
Seriously. This is like such a bad situation for him. All right. Well, I almost feel like this game is over. The way that we've seen these two play, they've both played like really on top of stuff and know how to kill each other. So I guess we'll see a lot of Raxes going up for Sorry. He's going to have enough units quick enough that there's no way for TaeJa to really take that 3rd base and keep it. He'd just be spread too thin. Which means that, I mean, map control and a better economy both
Everything
go to
goes to Sorry.
Yeah.
By the way, map control, very important in TvT.
Certainly.
You need to have the good position here.
He's moving out to take it right now.
TvT is basically, especially when you're doing builds like this, it's all about having a better position and then having a split-second reaction, stimming, getting in there, sieging before your opponent does. It's a matchup that really could be dead even, and then all of a sudden there's one better engaged for one side, assuming they are that even, and you die.
It looks like right now Sorry is thinking about getting into position to siege up behind the natural of TaeJa, a very popular strategy TvT on this map.
Yep.
See that basically every TvT on this map, someone tries to get right there. Good job, Legend.
Yeah, by the way, guys, Legend is observing for us.
Yeah.
It's good to have Legend back. Welcome back, Legend.
Indeed. So, another way that you can tell that he's really keen on possibly doing that, he has 3 Vikings, and yeah, that helps against the Banshees, but it also leads you into the air control to control that area. If you have, like, medevacs there, your opponent gets Vikings and pushes them away, and then, like, scans and become costly to keep that area up. But actually, TaeJa has made 3 of his own Vikings. I like that a lot. That's going to really help him at defending against any moves like that.
Well, the push is coming out here from Sorry. Sorry with a massive lead. We already saw how Game 1 went when it was dead even. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried here for TaeJa. A scan here will tell him probably what he already knew, which was the tech path for Sorry is going to be your bread and butter TvT build here. Marine siege tanks.
Yeah, and we see that even though TaeJa's had that 3rd command center way longer, Sorry's building his at the 3rd. And actually, TaeJa's floating it over right now, so he's going to try to go ahead and take that and outmaneuver Sorry.
Well, this is
It's
going to
be tough, though.
Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult period of time here for TaeJa to defend this. Sorry, with a lot more muscle on the board, a lot more for TaeJa to try to juggle. He's got 2 locations he has to defend.
There's almost three
different points of entry, by the way. Yeah, 3 different types of Marines. Even if he's properly defended, he might just get run over.
Yeah, just the Marine count itself is so frightening here.
The fact that he's even sending out these pairs of Marines to just try to figure out where the position is also a bit saddening.
And Sorry actually begins mining from his third base before TaeJa. So, again, Sorry leading in every possible regard right now.
Siege Tank's really out of position here for TaeJa.
5 medevacs to 1, by the way.
TaeJa may have thought it was a bluff. I think actually, Sorry, maybe juking and jiving a little bit too much. I think he actually is just supposed to go in there and kill him.
You think you should commit?
I think he's supposed to commit, but he doesn't know that for sure. But I mean, we're looking at this. There's
very careful.
1 medevac here for 1 medevac, less Marines, tanks in an awkward spot. I think he is patrolling this area for too long, and this is going to allow the tank. Yeah, the tanks are on siege, so he should be able to defend this now. But I think he could have gotten in there.
You know what? Something that's very interesting is the amount of scans that we're seeing. They're both really trying to outmaneuver each other here.
Oh, the Raven is going to go down.
Oh, those are some pretty good
missiles.
And look at this stim in here by Sorry, getting his Siege Tanks into a good position.
Oh, an overextension there with that Siege Tank. But superior Marine numbers here. This expansion is lifted.
And that is a really big deal. This is just way more mining going on right now for Sorry.
I mean, Sorry, that worked. Even though TaeJa survived the attack, the command center was picked up. He didn't mine from it. He can go back at her. Map control still granted to Sorry. Oh, he's going to try to intercept here.
Ooh, this could be a really big move by TaeJa. All right. Does defend against this. That was a cool idea by TaeJa to try to
turn around.
Do something.
Yeah, I like this. Turn right around.
He does control the watchtower, so he has some idea of where these units are.
He's not unsieging fast enough, though.
Uh-oh. He might be caught off guard here. TaeJa scans. Doesn't see anything.
He sees nothing, which can only mean one thing, is that he's coming up here right now.
He just wants to get his tanks into position. Does take out TaeJa's 2 tanks. Starts to siege up a little bit. Ooh, a little bit late there. In fact, TaeJa stims, runs forward, takes out 2 of the siege tanks. In fact, just has too much.
Oh, my God. He got just a little bit too greedy. He should have sieged a little bit quicker. He wanted to force a kill or an actual full pull away, not just a lift.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You're very right, though. If he had sieged, like, a few seconds earlier, gotten a good volley off on those Marines, that battle looks much, much different. But as is, it looks like TaeJa has done a pretty good job of getting right back into this game. Looks pretty even now as far as the supplies go. TaeJa actually kind of on the offensive now. Nice
Well,
draw.
I mean, there's something. Another delayed mine. He's going to try to go for that. Nope, he was going to try to go for the CC. Picks up, and that's important because that means that there's still a bit of a nuisance there on that side of the map there for TaeJa. TaeJa's not completely recuperated yet, and he's going to pick up again, loop around, and come back out, scanning, seeing rightward movement here from TaeJa on the map, which is going to have an opening here for those 2 medevacs. Sorry, still in the supply lead here as well. Worker lead, though. Oh, no, excuse me. They're quite even in worker lead. So, yeah, I mean, Sorry just with an overall advantage right now. Yeah. We're going to have probably a main drop here.
There's a few more Marines, that's for sure. So, just a full-on engagement where they siege at the same time. He should end up winning. That's
ugliness,
a good scan.
Yeah.
Well, now he has 2 really well-placed sensor towers, if you look at that. You know what those 2 have in common?
Sorry, I think is actually going to win this. What do they have in common?
The barracks that are in common there. Look at it.
Yeah, wow.
All right, that's a big stim in right there, and he does have the Marine lead, so it looks like TaeJa realizes he has to go for it. He's going for it right now.
Oh, my God, deflected. Sorry is actually so good.
Yeah, he is. He looks great.
Oh, my God, just goes right up here, guns down. More SCVs than we can even count here. And this is a failed attack here. This is going to be, it looks like a 2-1 lead right now for Sorry here. TaeJa playing well, but Sorry looking just a little bit better.
Yeah, he certainly is. TaeJa had some good moves and all, but I mean, Sorry just looks super solid. Doesn't look shaken whatsoever on such an important match. You know, he's on SK in the Pro League roster, so Kind of makes sense, but I mean, this is really good play by Sorry.
They're continuing to put, there it is, GG.
TaeJa is going to be feeling a little bit off right now, man. This is...
Sorry is one game away from knocking TaeJa out of the GSL. Think about that.
Yeah.
TaeJa.
And here's the thing, too. A lot of people are like, whoa, I wonder if TaeJa could win GSL. And
right now, the answer is there's a high
well,
chance.
last season he got last in his group, and here he's looks like he's going to be knocked out of Code A, which means he has to go through qualifiers. That's rough. That's really rough. That's where Zest is waiting.
This new dark horse of the GSL may smash TaeJa, and if he can kill TaeJa, I think it's safe to say, yeah, there's not a lot of players that he can't crush. I mean, he's just...
Mike, well, he definitely can't crush CJ Hero, Taster. Are you trying to say he can crush CJ Hero? That's really messed up.
Yeah, I think he looks
CJ
pretty
Hero is
good
the best
Artosis.
Protoss in the world, Tasteless. Maybe with the Cyclone he could crush him, but not now, no. He's not ready for that.
Sorry's up right now. We're going to go to game number 4 after this short break.